So let's consider this a bonus video. There was a typhoon that canceled my flight. I wound up with an extra 2 days in Japan. So these are just basically going to be some of the stuff that was left over and whatever we do today and tomorrow morning before I leave to go to the airport. So I don't fly out till late in the evening. So all right, hope you guys are enjoying these videos and I'll talk to you later. So we are at the Kurume train station. I'm about to eat the spiciest gyoza soup that they have in Japan or in Kurume. It's so spicy. I'm about to have it and my wife will videotape me eating it, but it's pretty good. So all right, we'll see how this turns out. This is the crazy spicy ramen gyoza.
There we go. Is it hot? Is it good?
Right.
But is it good?
It's spicy. So spicy. It's crazy spicy.
Can I try the soup?
That's chili oil
Okay, it's done.
on top of all those vegetables.
Oh, spicy.
And that's just ground up chili pepper just floating in it.
Mama,
So
gyoza tsuke
we'll see what happens. There may be a ring of fire aftermath to walk through on this.
Look at me eating the gyoza.
No, it's spicy. Just wait.
Look at my eating the gyoza.
Daughter's eating it too.
Wait, maybe still hot. Let me see. Let me see.
Yeah, you might want to let them cool down a little bit.
I don't know. I think it's still a little hot.
Okay, I will. Spicy, spicy, super spicy gyoza. That's all chili, ground up, cut up chili. Could I?
No, it's hot. It's not that it's so spicy. It's hot.
That's all cut up red chilies and seeds.
Spicy. It was hot.
My nose is running.
But it's good. But it's good.
Chili oil. It's on everything. So that spicy soup. Wow. I mean, it was spicy. It had a lot of really good flavor, but it was so crazy spicy. And the next day, I was wishing that I had eaten ice cream so that at least I could sit on the toilet and be like, come on, ice cream, I know you're in there. Come on, you can do it. It was bad. It was really bad. But like I said, that's the thing with the really spicy foods that you get in Asia. It's not like a lot of the other things where it's just spice. There was actual really good flavor in it. So it was really good. Go ahead. Start. これ何ケーキ作ってね。
ケーキなんかケーキじゃないわからん。
ケーキじゃないわからん。まだわからん。
わからんなんか変なやつ。
はい。So first they put in the powder. あと何？
でウォーター入れて。
水に。
わなんでミックス？
ミックスしていいよ。
なんで紫？
ねえ。気をつけてね。
全部ゆっくりね。
ゆっくり。
なんか気持ち悪い。あ、これブドウからやん。It's grape. That's why it's purple.
You think so?
Yeah, because it says it on the package.
Oh. あと。
もっと見る？なんか いいの
ごめんごめんごめん。
私
マイク
ちょっと
邪魔。
お茶欲しい。I'm gonna get some.
ちょっとイズベル。
どこ行った？
なんか、
いい。あとこれはあった。あ、これ使う。
何それ？
アメリカない。
これない。したこと
な
ないい。
No.
したことない。
So I had got an extra 2 days to spend with my nephew and niece.
これ入れてここに。
でミックス？私ミックスしていい？
なんかね、クリームができるクリーム。
あ、面白いこれ。これサッと？
Whoa. 何？
おお。
色違うよね。
色が
ふわふわ。Wow.
ピンク。
It's fluffing up. It's getting fluffy. Keep stirring. It gets creamy.
あ
Frosting.
まだ？
いいよ。
あ、
いいよ。あと何？
私お茶。
まだ。
でね、あ、これで終わり。終わりでこれでね、食べる。つけて。
それ
いいよ、終わり。
これだけ？
これだけよ。
ディップする。
うん
ディッピング
そうそうそう
ディッピング。
で食べていいよ。で食べる。
痛い。痛い。
It's about shush.
痛い。
Moshi? So there's some of them that they get fluffy and they do stuff and they have like foam and do all kinds of neat stuff. My father-in-law makes some of the best hamburger steak ever. すごい美味しいね、じいちゃんのハンバーグ。
私もそうだ。
We already all ate it. It's kind of hard to get a video of supper because currently there's 10 of us all living in this house when you count me and my daughter and my wife.
私食べてみて。
So here in Japan,
食べてみていいよ。一口食べてみていい。
you get these. It looks like peaches. These look like
It's
peaches.
peach.
It's a cake. Peach no cake. So we're getting ready to have peach cakes.
これでこれどう
コーヒーなんで？
どうやって
絶対食べるで。
Isabel, don't worry about it right now.
こうして真ん中して、あ、違う違う。
These
サ
things
イ
are
ドビーチで。本当こんなピーチだよ。
Homono peachy. So it is a peach. It's a peach cake. It's a
二
peeled
つだけ
peach
ど二つ。
cake. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of video driving around.
あ、じゃあ、
My wife's talking to her mother on the phone.
分かった。また電話するってそしたら。はいよ。
This is my wife's hometown of Kurume. We'll get a little bit of video driving around. It's actually a pretty nice little town. It's outside of Fukuoka, Japan, which is the 3rd largest city in Japan. So it's about, how long does it take to drive to Fukuoka from here? About 45 minutes? About an hour? About an hour outside. It's, you know, just like some of the big cities in the States, you have the big urban sprawl, where Kurume winds up almost being a suburb of Fukuoka. There's a lot of country areas in between, so the sprawl isn't the same. Kuroki, Hachide. So it's actually a fairly good sized town. It's not, I like to joke about my wife being a country girl, but Kurume's a pretty big town. You know, there are no real small towns in Japan unless you get out. Mimi, Kuroku, Kuroki. So, yep, just thought I'd throw in a little bit of video of town. It's really pretty. If I come across anything while we're driving around that's interesting, I'll get a video of it. All right. I'm gonna try and get a shot down one of these little narrow alleys that's lined with little bars and stuff like that. But it's kind of hard to do because we're moving. That was not it. They don't waste a lot of space. So during the day, all your shops are on the main street, are open. And you go down the little narrow alleys, that's where all your bars and stuff are.
He walking there.
Where? The tall building? So that's the bank where my brother-in-law works. Right up there, all the glass windows, the right-hand side. Not from.
You see that P divided, Chigo Ginko, Chigo Bank.
Chigo Ginko. Brother-in-law's bank where he works.
Huh?
Is he off today? Hariyasumikyo.
No, he will. Shubi has a bank.
およそ700メートル先目的地付近です。
I saw like 3 of these little alleys that I was like, oh hey, I should get a video or have to stop and I'll shoot down the, and I didn't, and now I can't find one. So I'm getting a car tour of Korea, Japan. It's gonna turn red. It's red. That was red light. Red light. So you have to be careful what you're doing in Japan, because you take one turn off of the main strip and then you wind up back behind everything in the middle of nowhere on these little narrow roads, and you've got to try to figure out how to get back. So that you guys know how unshy Japanese culture is, the vibrator section is not hidden at the local drugstore. So I am going to spend my last afternoon in Japan at the ice rink with my daughter, because this is her last chance really to skate with her friends here. So I'll get some video of her skating, but not too much. I know you guys probably aren't too interested in that. But another thing, if you've already watched to this point in a video, keep in mind this is not in chronological order. Not everything that you're seeing right now is happening right now. It's, like I said, I had video that was left over that's part of this, and I'm not gonna keep myself to any time constraints on this. This might be a long video, I don't know, just depends on what we do for the rest of the afternoon and part of tomorrow. So I fly out tomorrow night, so this is my last afternoon. It's 3 o'clock, my daughter's probably gonna skate for like 5 hours, so all right. These two have been playing almost like follow leader. Just like everywhere else in Japan, the cool thing about Japan is they don't care where you drink beer. So came to the ice rink, brought a cooler full of beer, gonna sit here until she gets done. It's her last chance to skate with her friends here on the skating team. So they have a little present for her, so I'm gonna stick around for that. So get some night drive video. Just a little bit, not too much. The video is going to be long already. Yep, we're going to McDonald's, because McDonald's in Japan is actually really good. Yeah, the food is, as my wife was just saying, that there's a lot of stuff on the menu in Japan that you can't get in the States. It's different, totally different. Teriyaki burger and some other stuff, but I just wanted to get some. I always thought that driving around in Japan at night was pretty. So, oh, there's my, I missed it. There's my alley. So each one of those things on that sign is a bar. We can get another one. Up all down through there's bars. Well, it's gonna be out of focus. Sorry, guys. So when you check out in Japan, you don't see all kinds of sweet candies and stuff. This is what you see. All right, YouTube, this is gonna be my first ever beer review. So the first beer I'm gonna review is the Maltz Umami. So, beer. I like it. So the second beer I'm going to review is the original Ebbis. It's beer. I like it. The third beer on my list of beers that I was going to review is the Ebbis Meister, which is the new one that they have. My wife is dropping things in the background, so go ahead and we'll try this one. It's beer. I like it. Okay, upon reviewing that video after having looked at all three of them, I've come to the conclusion I couldn't be a beer critic. All joking aside, Japanese beer is amazing. I really couldn't. Those three beers that I picked out when we went to the store a little bit earlier were because they are my favorite beers that I've had since I've been here. I do like Sapporo Black, but they didn't have any at the store we went to. So this is not counting the microbreweries for the Helms Brewing Company. You guys are amazing. Your Beericino and your Chocolate Night and all those things. But just your standard run-of-the-mill production beer, by far, this is my favorite. Just go grab a 6-pack of beer and that's, you know, amazing. I mean, it's expensive. We go to the brewery. This is their newest one. All three of those beers are really, really good. Hoppy, strong. And there's, I mean, it's not like when you buy a can of beer in the States and it's got some flavor, but it, you know, the joke has always been for years, why is American beer served cold? So you can tell it's not piss. These aren't like that. When you pour them in a cup, you pour them in a glass, you get this big frothy head that just, it stays. And it's what you would picture when you look at the old Belgian style beers and things like that. So they're really, the production beer, you know, just your average run-of-the-mill beer that you get in Japan is way, way better than like Coors Light, Miller Lite, and things like that. Those are things you drink when you just, my in-laws like Miller Lite and Budweiser, but I would much rather drink these than American beers, with the exception of a lot of the Southern California microbrews. So I think this is going to be the end of the video. We've got my suitcases packed. We're getting ready to throw them in the car. I'm getting ready to go. Post this up as soon as I get back. So hopefully nothing happens. There's a typhoon rolling in that could endanger my wife's flight tomorrow, and then we don't know what we're going to do. The kids' school starts on Monday, and if they can't get out, you know, I had to wait an extra 2 days. Their flight got moved to the right a day. So, you know, fingers crossed that they can get out of here. I don't want to keep them here any longer. So, all right, yeah, this is the last of my Japanese videos. Motovlog. I'm going to tag you in this. I don't usually do tourist type videos except for this trip to Japan, but for you, when I go to Disneyland this year with my wife and daughter, I will get a video and I'll post it up and I will tag you in it. All right. When I get back, we're back to the original sharpening, knives, reviews, guest blades, things like that. So, all right, you guys take it easy.